first impressions of shooting the Hellcat. We just got some targets, hopefully you guys can see it. Oh, that feels nice. That is crispy. That is clean. We'll talk about it more when we get home, but as you can see, there's snowing, so I figured this would be a beautiful day to get some footage of the new Hellcat, and we'll do a little bit of a comparison with the Hellcat and the X Macro that I have. So let's get some more footage. I mean, you can definitely feel it a little bit more. Let's get 4 more. This is the thing I don't like about loading the Hellcat. There's this little lip, and it makes it a little bit harder compared to the Sig Mags. Let's see. It's just a bit harder. Hopefully you can see with my gloves in the way, but just a little bit harder to put it in. We'll put 4. I mean, I kind of like the irons. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. Well, God, these compact pistols are so hard to drop the slide. I don't understand. But hopefully you'll be able to see the U irons. Hopefully, I don't know, we'll have to review the footage, but yeah, shoots pretty flat. All right, before we do get in the video, I just want to, they are both cleared. Nothing in the chamber, and they will stay cleared with nothing in the magwell, or excuse me, in the magwell or in the chamber, obviously. So we're just gonna do a little comparison size-wise. Hopefully, it's kind of hard to capture all of it, but hopefully it'll give you a good idea size-wise here. Try keeping them even. Hey guys, before we do get in the video, consider subscribing, sharing, commenting down below. I read all the comments down below, and let me know how I did on this video and which one you'd pick up over the X Macro or the Hellcat Pro. Comment down below, consider subscribing, it means a lot to me, and let's get into the video. I've never really done a comparing video between the two, at least handgun wise on the channel, so I'll try to keep it relatively short. There's going to be a lot of information, but but I'm gonna keep it relatively simple. I figured this would be a good time to put this video out because of Thanksgiving and Christmas coming. You know, maybe someone's shopping for a new CCW. But yes, I have a Hellcat Pro, as you can probably see in the title, and then the Sauer P365X macro. Quickly, I'm gonna just talk from barrel to end, and then we'll talk about some of the features, and then we'll talk about the features on the P365X macro, and then I'll give you guys my conclusions, things I didn't like, things I liked on regarding both of them at the end. So stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Excuse me, the rear sights are really nice. They're not the traditional rectangle, it's more the U. Regarding mags, you get 15. 15 plus 1 in the chamber. You get 2 of these, they're stainless steel. What else can we talk about? The barrel is a 3.7 inch. Dropping the slide is actually a lot more easier than compared to my X macro. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. A lot easier. I have a little bit more power with my thumb there. Trigger is very nice. Here's a reset. I believe it's a 5-pound pole. I'm not 100% sure though. I'll probably put it somewhere in here while I'm editing. Serrations feel really nice. I prefer the X macro. The stippling. I prefer the stippling a little bit more on the X macro compared to this. Trigger is nice. It has a little bit of the curve, kind of like the X macro. MOS ready. I believe I mentioned that. It comes with a, so you can indicate if there's a round in the chamber, which I thought was a really nice feature. This is a hammer forged barrel at 3.7 obviously, and then the X macro is a steel barrel at 3.1, and it has the comp obviously, but it has ambi mag release, so you can switch it from having it here to the other side if you are left-handed, so that's really beneficial. I believe it comes with 2 other stipplings. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't opened the box completely. But yeah, besides that, overall, I did like shooting it. Like I mentioned, the U shape is a lot more convenient for me to use compared to the traditional. You know, finding targets, stuff like that was fairly easy. Transitioning from target to target. Disassembling the handgun was really easy as well. It's kind of like the X macro where you'll just pull the slide back and then you'll push this up and then carefully drop the slide, and then the top of the slide up, the slide and the barrel and everything comes off. So regard that, excuse me, I have not had the pleasure of concealing carrying this quite yet. Obviously I'm a little biased. I carry the X macro, but yeah, overall, if you've probably seen the other clips, they're relatively same in size and then price. Let's talk about price regarding both of them. The Hellcat Pro comes in at, I believe, $650. And then obviously there's some bundles going on with the holidays coming up. And then I believe the X macro of time of this video, I believe it is $799. So for a $150 difference, it's kind of hard to compete if you are just beginning. You know, that $150 could get your holster and potentially, you know, half a light almost technically. If you buy like a decent holster for about $100, then you know you spend another 100-ish on a light. You have a little bit more spending money room with the Hellcat. Regarding weight, I'm not sure. I'll probably put that somewhere down below or in the video as well regarding both of those. But yeah, let's transition to the X macro. All right, now we have the P365 X macro with a Hollow Sun 407K. Looks like a TV, old TV, without pointing the firearm at me. But yeah, it looks like an old TV. So nothing in the mag. Excuse me, nothing in the chamber. Hopefully you can see it. I think I say it every time. It's kind of hard to see it in the camera, but there you go. I believe I made a video of pulling the trigger, but we'll do it anyway here. So here goes the trigger pull. Reset. Yeah, definitely, you can definitely notice it's a little bit more crisp on the SIG here. So much to say about this firearm. Obviously, I conceal and carry it, so I have a little bit more. I'm a little bit biased regarding the 365, but like I said, I'm going to try keeping it neutral much as possible. Obviously, it's a 3.1 inch barrel with a built-in comp. You have a Picatinny rail on the bottom, while the other one had a, well, I'm not sure. I'll have to put that somewhere, but it's a Picatinny rail. Trigger is a 5 to 5.5 pound pole. You get two 17 round mags with one in the chamber, so you can carry 18. The stippling, no serrations on the top. I believe even with the MOS plate, I don't think there was any serrations on it. It was just a flat plate where you can put the screws on. There are serrations on the side of both sides, obviously. And then we have the 407, which I personally really like, keeping the gun compact as possible. Regarding the stippling here, really like it. It's a little bit more aggressive, I think, compared to the Hellcat. Let's try. Yeah, I'm trying to feel both of them. Well, maybe this could be a thumbnail. But regarding stippling, I think the P365 is just a little bit more aggressive for me, and I like it. It also has this little cutout here. Hopefully you'll be able to, yeah, right here. Whoops. Right here, so your thumb it feels a little bit more comfortable, and I have pretty big hands, so hopefully you guys will be able to see it on camera, that how well it fits my big ass hands. So there's that. Cleaning, disassembling the firearm is fairly easy. Same thing as the Hellcat. Pull the slide back, pull this, push this down, and then you drop the slide and obviously it goes out. This comes with night sights as well. Hopefully you'll be able to see it here. Right here. Hopefully you'll be able to see it right there. You get some night sights, so if you are doing some NVG shooting. But yeah, overall, I'm not actually 100% sure if you can do ambi mag release. I'm not gonna say I do know, so hopefully someone in the comments knows, but as you push this, I assume you could probably switch it if you're smart enough to figure it out, but I shoot right-handed, so it's not a problem for me. So you have a really nice big button for mag release. I prefer this one over the oval, I would say oval, compared to the Hellcat. I think the Hellcat, with no mags in, the X macro is lighter, even with an optic, compared to the Hellcat Pro. So definitely pay $150, $180 more for a little bit less weight. Concealability, I love it. Obviously I'm a bigger guy, so concealing something like this is not really a problem, but considering how light it is, especially with 17 with one in the chamber, it feels pretty light and I can get away with it, and sometimes I don't even notice that I'm carrying. Trigger is it's a lot better than obviously when you get it out of the box, so I'm really happy about that. Beaver tail, I like it. Like I said, it's kind of grown on me compared to the Shadow Systems. I get pretty spoiled with the Shadow Systems beaver tail, so I'm very happy with that. This is not a stainless steel barrel, or excuse me, it is not hammer forged, it's a stainless, or it's a steel barrel, so we have that. The built-in comp is actually, as you can probably see in some of the clips, definitely helps with that muzzle climb up, so I really like that. And then the stippling is something that I'm a bigger fan on the P365. So let's get to the Hellcat. So the Hellcat, the stippling's not bad, obviously just not as aggressive that I prefer. Shoots really nice, shoots very flat. Obviously you get the little bit longer barrel, which definitely makes a difference. The beaver tail is pretty nice still. You can still climb pretty high on there and still have pretty good control of when you are firing. Like I said, I'm a really big fan that you're able to see the one in the chamber with the little circle there. I think that's really nifty, especially if you are, concealing carrying. Sometimes you can just look quickly and see. I think it's just a nice, just to see it. It's a really nice feature. This shot really nice too. As you probably saw in the clips, very flat. But yeah, overall, which one would I choose? I think I would go with the X Macro. Yeah, granted, you do pay a little bit more but you get everything you want. You get 17 plus 1, you get a Picatinny rail, you get MOS, though they're both MOS, and then you get, you know, it's a little lighter. If you want to conceal and carry, I would always get something that's a little bit lighter just so you don't notice the extra weight, especially when you throw an optic on there or even a light. You know, ounces matter in this game. So let me know what you guys would pick, the X Macro or the Hellcat Pro, and the reasons why. But yeah, so $630 with some bundles. With, I think sometimes you can get 4 magazines with this one, and then the 6 Sauer is $7.99 and you get 2 mags. So yeah, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Try to keep it pretty short and try to give you guys some basic information regarding both firearms. And if you did enjoy it, consider subscribing, sharing, commenting down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video.